All right, back at the Defi Wind with another brand video. I do have a confession. There's a race on right now, and I am not doing it. Why? I'm knackered. But we have got some interesting content for you. Mr. Job.
Hi, Ben.
How are we doing?
All good.
Back
Thanks.
again.
Yeah.
Unifiber. Obviously, you've got the whole lot. Unifiber, Exoset, Loft. We're going to be bringing you a video from each of your brands. We've got Monty Spindler coming up, who's obviously going to be talking about the sales. We've got Patrice Belfiot talking about the boards. And obviously you're going to run us through the Unifiber gear.
Yeah, we can do that.
We have talked about this before.
Yeah.
And you said, what, you want to go through it again? I'm like, yeah. Because there are people out there that might not have seen the video. And I think it's definitely worth talking about. Accessories in windsurfing is one of the most affordable bits. You know, the boards are a lot of money. But when you want to update something little, the boom can make a huge difference.
Obviously.
A mast can make a huge difference. Even just having good rope and a good extension. So let's go for it for the guys at home, how your kind of system works, because it's a color-coded system.
Yeah.
And the sort of things that you're offering at Unifiber.
Yeah. So obviously, we are at Unifiber. We're like an aftermarket brand. So yeah, we're trying to fill the gaps of the market, and yeah, we claim to have something for every windsurfer needs. So we come up with three different groups of products, which we call the white ones are the essentials group, the blue one are the heavy duty group, HD, and we have the elite group of products. And each group represents like price, performance, quality. So yeah, we can run it down again.
Yeah, let's go for
refresh,
it. Like I said,
everybody.
There's gonna be new people watching videos.
Yeah.
Again, the guys who have watched it, okay, maybe they don't watch.
Yeah.
But what we got? So yeah, just run us through.
Yeah. So maybe we're gonna jump like a little bit, maybe back and forth from product to product.
Yeah.
To differentiate. So let's say, okay, it's just an uphole. For many people, it's just an uphole, but we have choice. So this is just like a standard uphole, like everybody knows. Here in our HD group, we have like a padded one, which is like extra thick, so it gives that extra comfort. And then on the elite uphole, we have one with this special webbing, which gives like grip all the way, and you can reduce the knots.
Oh, okay.
Right. So it's very
funky.
very clean on your mast sleeve, fully tensioned.
Yeah, so you'd have that super tight to the thing, you almost wouldn't know it's there in case you need it.
Exactly. A very slim solution. Then in terms of extensions, how do we distinguish them? So we have in each group, we have like an RDM and an SDM one. There's like a default plastic base, so it has like the 3 rollers, but it doesn't have like the additional reinforcement. Works for everybody, but for those who want to have like an extra peace of mind, we have here like what we call the heavy duty extensions. Why? There is here like a stainless steel insert, so that was really like making the connection between the tube and the plastic base extra solid. Will never fail. You have here also like stainless steel button, so yeah, doesn't wear out. Will survive your everything.
Yeah.
And then like top-notch elite extension. So what we have here is like a minimalistic stainless steel base onto like an extra thick, heavy-duty alloy tube.
Okay.
Yeah, very minimalistic. Dyneema rope.
Yeah.
So that's an upgrade too, not to underestimate, because it's very low friction. Also the durability is super good on Dyneema.
This is a game changer. Even if you just want to update anything on your extension, get some Dyneema rope. No joke.
Yeah.
It's like,
absolutely.
you can't afford an extension, or you get the rope sorted. I'll get a new hot extension.
Yeah.
It's one of the things that connects you to the board, so you want a good one.
Absolutely. Same for the collar. So like sometimes people ask like, okay, how you operate it? But basically you put your thumb and your finger like on the point, and you go like quarter, bring it back, and it clicks in. We have these also like in carbon. So for those who would like to have like a lighter gear, you can opt for a carbon one.
Give us some prices. Can you know prices off the top of your head? I don't want to put you on the spot.
Yeah, but
roughly.
Roughly
from basics through, just to give people.
Yeah,
a rough idea.
like roughly. Let's say you are like 50 euros, 75 euros. €100.
Yeah, okay.
And for the carbon stuff, for €250
Okay.
as a ballpark.
Yeah, that's good. It's
Clear-
good to know.
clear
I think, yeah,
distinction.
no, it's clear. That's what I mean. Just to give people a rough idea of
Yeah.
the price points.
So then, next basis. In this essential group, we have like two solutions. You have like a regular tendon solution, and here we also have a cardan solution. This one we recommend mostly for this category for inflatable products.
Okay.
So what's the advantage? You don't have to put stress on the board. It's easy to connect.
Yes.
Same for foilers, because typically they have the foil underneath the board.
Yes.
They have to put it on the side so you can avoid it, because
Cool.
you just can, without having to squeeze it, you can easily
Well,
like
it's interesting.
slide it
Everyone's
in.
ever had something, something pop out, or they've changed the sail at sea, and you're
Yeah.
trying to put it back in.
Yeah.
I've done it with testing before.
Mission
It's
impossible,
an
almost.
absolute nightmare. That is
Yeah.
actually really interesting.
But it's not recommended, to disconnect
I
and
know,
open sea. Yeah.
You should do
Yeah.
that. Don't do that. It's not very
Yeah.
safe.
So then, if we jump to the blue ones, so HD. So what makes it different? For example, you can remove it here.
Okay.
It's safe because it has like a security, like a click.
Yeah.
That you cannot accidentally, because of friction, that it opens itself. So it's really like locked in. As well as here you have like the metal insert, and that makes it like a chain of metal piece, because you have a stainless steel bolt sitting in a stainless steel cup.
Okay.
Is sitting in a one-piece molded CNC part,
Yeah.
connected through the tendon, and then goes on the Euro pin and clicks in. Super solid. For those who would like also to keep the plate on the board,
Yeah.
when you have like multiple boards,
Yeah.
and you're very keen to keep your preferred position,
Yeah.
separate plates are available.
I was just going to say, can you buy them separate? Because the interesting thing
Yeah.
is, when people have got vans and you've got storage, I have to take obviously my base out every time because it's all in one. Because my rack is just a,
Exactly.
then you can obviously keep it in the sliding through.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So then here, the normal version, same idea, but obviously like a regular tendon. Also, we opted here like to give it an extra bit of beef, so there is like enough thread line to secure it. Very important, by the way, if you need to replace the tendon,
Yeah.
always make sure to put them back with metal glue, because if you don't use metal glue, then
That's like
it can-
Loctite, is it?
Exactly,
Yeah.
because otherwise it can undo itself.
Okay.
So people should not
It's pretty
underestimate that.
funny. Like every winter, you leave your kit, you come back. It's worth replacing the tendon as well.
To be sure.
Just
Yeah.
to be sure, like because I just had 3 guys at our local beach all
Yeah.
bust their tendons literally within a week, and everyone's started freaking out now. So
Yeah.
if you sell tendons in Portugal, you're going to do well.
Yeah.
But yes.
So then, in the elite group, we have in fact like the same solution as what we have on the heavy duty. So again, it's like a reinforced plate. But here we have like one feature where we can like inspect the tendon without tools. Okay.
Yes.
So we just can open this. We can push out the pin, and here we have access to the tendon. So before each and every session, if you want, you can inspect it without tools.
Okay.
Or if you need to replace it, no messing around with glue.
Yeah.
Just like extra peace of mind for those who are into
Yeah.
that.
I mean, and again, it is the one thing that you really want to take care of and check, because they do break. It's consistently bent over. Actually, that may be the one you've got there, isn't? But
Yeah.
usually this is like constant under pressure. When the UV light's shining on it and the sun's on it, they do degrade over time, don't they? So it's worth checking it. What, every year? Did you say every 2 years? Well, I mean, it depends how much you use.
Yeah, it's supposed to be working at least for like a year, but
I mean, some people have them for 5 years, 10 years.
You get a sense for it, obviously. When you see it's like degrading, it's time to have it replaced.
Yeah. But it's got a safety in as well. I mean, people got to see that. It's got the rope, so if it does break, at least you're going to get back to the beach.
Yeah, it's a Spectra rope. It can bear like 500 kilos of load, and it sits also like very safe. When you put the extension on top, these can never come off, right? They're always like locked. When you are like going and you're just fully engaged, no issues.
Okay.
Then going back on the essentials group again. Harness lines. So here we only display the adjustable harness lines. We also have the fixed versions of them. So what makes it essentials is this one you need to undo your boom at the back end, and you just slide the harness lines over. Quite have like some plastic reinforcement here, so to avoid the swinging. And here you have like two color coordinated loops, one to release, one to make it tighter. On the heavy duty one, the additional feature is that we have these metal sort of rings, and that avoids that you don't have to undo your boom on the back end, because you can really like loop them around like direct. See?
You can check that out like a
Exactly. So that's about those. In the elite group, we have here more advanced like racing equipment. These are very long, typically used for foilers, but we also have like in smaller sizes. Well,
that
should
long,
be that.
all over the place.
The packaging is like giving up.
It's been a long couple of days. People are looking at longer harness lines this week.
Indirectly, they also endure like 45 knots here, right? So let's take this shit up. So what do you have here? I'm gonna give you just this one. First, you cannot adjust like this is one setting, okay? So this is predefining your range. So if you want to have like very long, just open this one. You can make them longer, for example, like this. And this stuff is sitting in a tunnel, so that means it's avoiding like the swing. And then on this side you have the metal clamp cleat, and that makes it very easy on the fly to fine-tune it.
Okay.
So
that's you use that for someone who uses their harness lines a lot, like the foilers, and they they're moving it a lot, whereas this one just makes it, you can change it and you can do it on the water, but this one is obviously easier.
Some situations, like I saw like here guys on windsurfers going, they put them like wide like this. You can do everything with these.
That makes sense.
In terms of pricing, also like
price on the base as well, the base and the high side.
So bases roughly for this one we are like 50 euros, 70 euros, 90 euros. Each time step of like 20 euros. The cardan ones are like around 10 euros more than the base model. And for harness lines, we are approximately, I think, around 28-ish, 35-ish, and these ones are 90. They have a lot more components, including like full metal, stainless steel metal cleat, so that's like bumps up the price like quite a bit. Next one, masts. So we have like here 50% carbon mast in RDM, SDM. Across the whole range, at Unifiber, we don't only offer like a 50% mast, but you have choice. You can have it in 3 different kind of curves. We have constant curves, constant flex high. To make it easy, we have like a mast selector on our website. Nowadays,
famous mast selector. It was pretty famous.
Now we make it even more easy. You will just have a small questionnaire, and in the end, it will propose you like the right mast curve. So depending on what sail you have.
So I could just explain it to people. If you've got a Simmer sail, if you've got a Neil Price sail, if you've got a Severn sail, you could, I guess, put that in. Can you? How does it work?
Well, it works like a questionnaire. So it's like what type of riding style do you have? What kind of budget do you have? What is the sail brand you are using? What year?
It's got everything in there.
So it really like gives you the best recommendation. So all things considered nowadays. Okay.
Oh, that is interesting.
So 50% carbon, 75 carbon, and 100% carbon. And to make it very simple, more carbon is lighter, more responsiveness, less swing weight, just adds performance.
The responsiveness is the quickness it comes back.
Yeah.
Is that what you say? So the lower carbon ones are got a slower, you know, refraction.
More glass fiber, so
Yeah.
that just less responsive.
Yeah.
But in terms of like bend curves or stiffness, IMCS, it's all the same.
Yeah, okay.
So there's not a difference there.
Price?
Pricing, around 200 euros,
Yeah.
around like 375-ish towards like 500.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Booms.
Booms.
For booms, we have like a new boom head developed.
Okay.
It's now during the Defi is the first time we will be able to show it. It's a bit dusty now.
It's been a windy couple of days.
Yeah. In fact, we added a new boom head to the range because these booms we have already for the last 5 years or so, and we don't change them. But with this one, we feel we have a super performance product. But the feedback we got from the past is that sometimes some people who are not like windsurfing very often, they struggle sometimes a little bit to clip on the boom. And to deal with that, we made a complete new boom head around this geometry. So there is like an advantage and a disadvantage. So the advantage of this one is like, you know, you have just one lever,
Yeah.
one hinge. It makes use of the same adapters. Works for the rest perfect. We have like this these bolts here. So they're adding like the stiffness from the side because they're connected to the cup. So they give a lot of lateral support.
Okay.
Easy to rig for those who find that like most important. So we call it ergonomics.
Okay.
Yeah. Coming back on this boom, what makes it like nice feature? This one you can like take it off when you're traveling, for example. You want to make things compact.
Yeah.
Double levers means like a double support. Very much
I guess.
yeah,
Okay.
evenly loaded on the mast, so very friendly, not like point loading. Adds a lot of performance because in the end, when you rig it, it will always start to be curved a little bit,
Yeah.
and the tolerance of the material, it really is going to sit like around it. So it's also like a muscle which is really surrounding your mast and keeping it tight.
Yeah.
And the more interaction you will have, the more it will grip back.
Yeah.
And that's especially over time when you see booms are degrading because there is like friction here between the contact surface, where I think a lot of people can relate to. It's going in this direction. This one will endure time in that regard.
Yeah. Yeah. And you can, when you buy the boom, you can choose the head, or you buy the boom and you buy a head separate.
Yeah, so in the end, the only difference is the boom head, so that will be a choice. We still have to set it up because it's like very new.
Okay.
But in the end, people can just choose their preference, and probably we're also gonna create a little bit of content for what people will value most and what would be the best pick for them.
Gotcha.
But very short, this is for people who just want to have uncompromised performance,
Yeah.
and this is if you want to have simplicity and easy rigging.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
On a heavy duty boom, between an essentials boom, apart that for all the three groups you can choose now what boom head you want.
Yeah.
But the thickness of the wall of an aluminium boom in heavy duty category is slightly thicker.
Okay.
So more wall thickness adds a little bit of weight, brings a lot of stiffness, and you have like a slightly reduced diameter.
Yeah.
So there you are like, okay, this one is a tapered one. But with this one, yeah, you have a slightly thin, yeah, a lot of stiffness for this category of boom. Then you arrive here at Carbon Boom Elite. It's like a monocoque construction, means it's built as one piece, so you don't have like any stuff which is being connected or separated. You have here the V grip in your slight V grip.
Yeah,
so it
so I
gives,
was going to say, you can
yeah,
slightly...
probably cannot see it on camera, but definitely you can feel it. And in this size 170 through 30, it goes like all the way, starts to be slightly wider, obviously to accommodate like a thicker inside tail end, which adds overall stiffness.
Gotcha.
In combination either with this new Ergo boom, or I think will remain the most preferred option is with our modular boom head. So that's more or less it.
Prices?
And
Give me some prices. We love prices.
yeah, roughly like 220 euro
Yeah.
towards 275 euros. Carbon booms, we start roughly like 750 euros. Though we also have the blue ones under HD, which have like 70% carbon. And there we are
Like
like,
a hybrid, like a bit. Like,
it's not hybrid.
Okay.
It's just like 70% carbon, like a mast. So it's a
yes. Okay.
glass fiber
Yeah.
mix with carbon. And that one we are like around against 600 euros
Okay.
kind of range where we're starting.
Yeah.
All the sizes available. So
No, I think it's good. Like I say, it's
Yeah.
interesting. I know we've talked about it before. I know we've done videos on it, but I think when you're in the market for some accessories and you're looking at what's out there, I think it's pretty interesting. We're going to talk about the boards. We're going to talk about the sails, loft sails, exec boards with the big boys in the back. But Job, nice to see you again.
thanks.
How's your Defi been? Just out of interest. I mean, it's been hectic, hasn't it, for us anyway? I don't know.
Well,
Have you seen anyone? There's been so much wind.
yeah, like I'm not competing here, so somebody needs to look after this. So I had lots of meeting with everybody in the industry, make time, to get awareness, see the starts. It's something what's amazing. I think, like, I would recommend like any windsurfer, obviously to participate should be on your bucket list. Even if you would come over and you would not compete, it's just the
It's
purest form of windsurfing. This is like
It's everyone.
it's the event.
Yeah.
So I strongly recommend everybody to come over at least once to get this Defi experience.
100%. And do every race. Like me.
Yeah.
All right, dude.
All right.
All right, check it a bit.
Thanks.
Right, stay tuned. More videos coming. Like I said, not sure what's coming next. Could be loft, could be extra set. See you soon.